We play each other quite frequently if you've been around for a while, so you do get to know the opposition. And once you're out on the field, for 80 minutes, it's like a war. They're your enemy. But as soon as that final whistle goes, we're professionals, and we enjoy a bit of banter. With our opposite. Whether it's straight after the game, or even, quite often we shoot to the opposition changing room and have a beer or a drink with them after the game, which I think is fantastic. For the game, you have those friendships. It's a big part of the game that I enjoy is meeting new players and people, and no better people to meet than the guys you're up against each week. But you do know that when you're playing, you put those friendships aside, and you just want to really smash each other. When you're playing South African sides, it's going to be extremely physical, which is great. We love that side of the game. We know they're going to wake up the next morning, with a few bumps and bruises, but that's all part of the game. It's what makes them, such a strong side to play against, because they pride themselves on that physicality, and you have to match it, as a player, or else you're going to be left behind. Being a playmaker, and it can be tough playing against South Africa or South African sides, because they put a lot of pressure, on you, and forcing you to make decisions. They send their big boys running down your channel quite a lot. But I enjoy that part of the game. But the one thing, that I know is that you have to be really accurate. They really feed off mistakes, and they try and put you under pressure, and they do cut down your time and space. So you have to be really clinical and accurate in everything you do. Call the right moves, and just always being a threat. And if you do that well, then it makes the job a lot easier. But as soon as you're on the back foot and start dropping the ball and things like that, that's when they are at their best. They're putting you under pressure, and they really thrive on those opportunities. So as a player in my position, you just try and give them nothing. I think with the history, the two sides have, I remember growing up, going through my teenage years, watching those games, the Sean Fitzpatrick matches back when he was playing. There was this real rivalry between the two sides, and preparing for my first game against South Africa, I knew that I was in, for a real test match. I like to call it one that you're going to have to put your body on the line. You just have to commit everything, to the cause, and you know that you've been through a tough test match. So there are a few butterflies, because I'm not the biggest guy. So you're coming up against some huge players in the South African side. So mentally you just have to prepare yourself the best you can. Be clear in your head, but able to really just give it everything you got. You get the likes of PSBs and Matt Field sort of running down your channel. They're probably twice the size of me, so that can be pretty tough at times. But the likes of De Villiers and even Habana and guys like that, going back to the point I made earlier, they're the guys that really feed off your mistakes. So as a person in my position, I wanted to be so accurate, because I know that if we're not, then it'll be the guys like that just they're the guys that really destroy you when you're off your game a little bit and not so accurate and clinical as you'd like.